Hey everybody, how you doing out there tonight? It's me, your guy, Mr. Talk 718 with Talk Life TV. Tonight I want to talk about uh, relationships and maybe some relationship goals and some relationship do's and don'ts. Now, my audience is mostly middle class Americans who go to work every day and is out here trying to survive in this post apocalyptic world because COVID made everything completely stop. I'm pretty sure we all seen Mad Max in the Thunderdome with Tina Turner, and they was living in a post-apocalyptic world, or I Am Legend with Will Smith. Uh, what happens to there's two type of people in this world, especially when it comes to a relationship. Maybe three. You have the giver, and you have the taker, and then you have the one that's in the middle. I would say I'm in the middle because I'm willing to give and I'm not looking for anything in return. But you just can't walk over me. It has to be some type of mutual type of reciprocation going on. You know what I'm saying? Like if I do something for you, I'm not looking for you to do anything for me. But if you do, it's appreciated and there's no pressure, right? But then you have those that give, give, give. And I'm going to tell you how I feel about the give, give, give. And then I'm going to tell you how I feel about the taker, taker, taker. Anyway, this is Mr. Talk with Talk Life TV. What's up, guys? Make sure you share, subscribe, like, comment. Those things would be greatly appreciated. Uh, I'm not going to give you the whole spiel about YouTube and what it does. I mean, it just feels good to know that people are actually, you know, interested in what I'm saying in my content. Okay, so let me tell you what the ideal relationship is. And this is the ideal relationship for me. Ideal relationship for me is a loving woman. We work together to accomplish goals. We make sure financially we're set, which doesn't necessarily mean bank account joint, but I mean, if you trust each other, you do the right thing by each other, you put your money together and you build, right? Occasionally go out, family time, spending time, at home watching movies, maybe game night, walks on the beach, maybe. I'm not a beach guy, but if that's what she like, I'm with it. Uh, I live in Jacksonville, so we have a whole lot of bridges. You can walk over the bridges, and you got a lot of parks and stuff. I mean, going out doing photography, taking pictures, and maybe traveling. Ideal. Okay. What's not ideal is going out there. Let me pause for a second. All right, cool. So, what I was saying prior to the introduction was you have the giver and you have the taker. I'm gonna tell you where it's messed up at because today we're not living in the old days where you had to give dowries and you had to give, this is America. This is America. We don't do those things here. But I'm gonna tell you where it got all messed up. You got brothers out there that's not really getting to know who they're dealing with and they're spending money if they got it or not. They're doing more than what they should to get the person that they're interested in. And then what happens is a chain effect, or it's a situation where if you're here and she's not with you anymore, the expectation is for the next person to do the same thing you did. But that kind of messes it up for the good guys, and that kind of messes it up for the taker, because what happens is when you're a taker, right, you have to take everything, and that means everything, the good and the bad, right? And then you gave up You gave up all rights because now you end up dealing with someone who's more than likely controlling. So, like I was saying, it's like a loaf of bread. The two ends, the two ends never meet, but they have the same goals in mind, right? They have the same goal in mind. They just want to be a part of something, even though they are part of a bigger picture. But they don't realize that the way they do it is divisive. It causes division, and especially in the middle class, lower to upper middle class. Now, if you have it, you could do what the hell you want to do. But that kind of sets the precedence when these people are alone later on in life looking for someone to love them. You can't live your life going around thinking that somebody's going to take care of you. If you're not willing to take care of each other, then it's not going to ever work. So hence you see all these beautiful women and they're by themselves. You see all these brothers that's out there and they're by themselves, and you have to ask the question why. I'm single, I'm by myself, but I'm by myself because I'm just by myself. There's no rush to be with anyone, um, because I look for substance, and that's the difference between me and a lot of brothers out there. A lot of brothers just want to, get the vagina, you know, hit and quit, or not a lot, but it's enough. You know what I'm saying? And is that wrong? No, it's not. But if you're looking for that type of person, brothers, if you're looking for the type of person, the type of woman that you just want to sleep with, there's women out there like that don't mind that. They don't want relationships. Ladies, if you want a relationship, you can't act like the ladies who don't want one. Because you say all the good things, you say all the good things that you want, and all the things that you say you can provide, but you still talking like a female that just don't want a relationship. You want the bread and you want to, you know, no, it don't work like that. Y'all fuck it up. Excuse my French, but y'all fuck it up for the people who actually want it, because what happens is we meet you and you come off in such a genuine way, like you're really about certain things, and then you open your mouth and then you start to talk, and then we get to know you, and then we see that, it's not really the person that you presented is not the same person that you are. So I want to say, in relationships, brothers and sisters, right? If you're out there and you're a giver, look for someone who's a taker, because they're always willing to take. But please don't expect any expectations, because there are none. I was reading an article, and I'm going to look it up. It was matter of fact, it's not an article. It's actually something that someone sent me on Instagram, right? And I'm gonna read it to you because it's interesting. It's sad, and it just had me thinking, like, this is not what it should be like. You know what I'm saying? But the man ended up, he was a giver, and he ended up with a taker. And I'm gonna read this, and I want y'all to tell me what y'all think, because it's utterly disrespectful. If I can find it, where did you go? So, oh, Facebook. Okay, let's go to Facebook. Let's go to Messenger. Hate this. Hmm. It was wild, because I'm like, This can't be real," but it is. All right, this is the name of it. It's called "My Husband Lost His Job and I'm Considering Leaving Him." Okay, it says, "My husband is a plastic surgeon, and he previously made 500 to 700,000 a year with bonuses at this practice. He was recently let go due to COVID reducing plastic surgery patient load. He's a doctor and has only been able to find general practice. His highest offer has been 250,000 and he's considering accepting the offer. I know we need money, but I don't want him to get used to working a low salary and not working hard to get back up to the mid 600,000s that we're accustomed to. He used to give me 10K a month allowance, which has now been slashed to 3K. I had to stop getting my nails, hair, and salon services. My monthly shopping has been reduced significantly. I know he might recover, but he might not. And I also know my worth and what I'm accustomed. I feel just gross having to accept this sort of lifestyle. I know that I know that there are other men at this old practice that clears more than 500,000 a year, and there's no reason I can't get one of those men. We don't have kids yet, and I just don't want to settle for some loser with mediocre ambition. What should I do? I'm afraid if I leave him too soon, I might find myself in an even more difficult place. Please advise. Mind you, this is a group and she's a moderator. She needs advice. Okay, so let me show you where the mistake was. The mistake was giving her an allowance. He's making 700,000, but what is she doing? She doesn't sound like she cooked. She doesn't sound like she cleaned. She sounds like just a pretty female, a woman that's out there getting him. And I ain't no hater. So if you can get him, get him. But you see how fucked up she is because he might have to take a pay cut. 250K is nothing to sneeze at. Mind you, she's not making any money and she's used to getting $10,000 a month. So that's 120,000 a year. Now, if you can do it, do it. But you have to know who you're doing these things with. And a lot of times we are out there doing things with people who does not have our best interests at heart. She's clearly a gold digger. She's clearly after simply money. She clearly said there's some guys at the old practice that she can probably get with. And then you wonder why it's a hard time having relationships with people because you really can't trust them. So I say no to allowances. If we're not building together, there's nothing to be said. If it's only about money, then I'm sorry, I can't mess with you. And ladies, I want y'all to understand it goes the opposite way too. Men are out there after your money. I've seen it when brothers just be with women because they might have a little something and they ain't got shit. So they looking at this woman. I mean, I've seen it at the lowest form. Women on public assistance and they're dealing with dudes who ain't got shit. Smoke, drink all day, hang out all day, play cards, maybe, basketball, maybe, video games, definitely. And she's giving everything, giving this man an allowance. Cause to be with her. Look, I'm gonna tell you how I feel. And I'm not concerned if some of you don't like it. I just say be careful of who you're dealing with. Stay away from the givers and stay away from the takers. You have to find someone that's going to be in that middle ground with you, that person that's going to love you for everything and not just what you can actually offer monetarily or physically. I don't want a woman that's overly sexualized because then that means that there's nothing else to our relationship but sex. I don't want a woman that's going to try to get me for my bread. I don't want that because it's not about the growth. We can't even grow together because you're so caught up in taking everything that I have that I don't have nothing for me. Mind you, we might have priorities. it's not that many men out here that doesn't have children, and there's not that many women out here that doesn't have children. There's a lot of single parents out here. So I give you an allowance, but then I leave my kid with nothing. That just doesn't make sense. Priority over everything. Now, if I marry you, you're my long term girlfriend, we have that trust, we have that togetherness we build, and we on the same level. Then yo, the sky's the limit. But it's unfortunate that our society is broken up like that, where you know it's survival of the fittest, but you can't survive by no one can survive by themselves. You always need somebody. But if you're gonna need somebody, do it the right way. Anyway, I've been talking long enough, roughly 15 minutes. Just remember, live and let live, and remember, love is love. It's your guys, your man, Mr. Talk 718 with Talk Life TV on YouTube. Don't forget to subscribe, comment, share, and like. Guys, I'm looking forward to, you know, speaking to you guys in the comment section. Peace.